Hello guys, and welcome to episode 58 of my Yash campaign in Soda Division 2, playing on the Soviet side. Today, we're going to be finishing off our movements on the right-hand side. We managed to get through the movements on the rest of the front pretty quickly, but that's because we're starting to dig in a bit in certain areas instead of forcing engagements. So, for example here, I'm just going to bombard this, and we'll leave that be. And then I'll probably just dig in these two for the time being. Actually, I probably don't need to dig in that one. I might have this one drive down, and we'll just leave like an AT regiment there to keep that in position. But then we need to focus on this lot, because they're starting to get quite aggressive over here, and we're pushing them back, and they're getting disorganized. It's an opportunity for me to do some damage, at least. I'm probably going to do an attack with this unit onto the 1st Battalion of the 20th Panzergrenadier. Take those out. That's fine. They might get attacked, but we can probably defend them with some aircraft. I do want to take out this artillery unit, so we're going to do this. And since we overwhelm them, I'm almost tempted to order resolve. Should we give the order resolve a go? Should we actually do that? Let's do it. See how much I actually lose. And this, friends, is why you don't auto-resolve. Oh, wow. We lost 6 AT guns of mortar, multiple units of infantry. If I was to play that out, I'd maybe lose a Stanaki if we're unlucky. That's great. We used up all our action points as well. So we'll just have to leave that at that, I think. I'm not going to move this one, I think, again, because that will cause this unit to get aggressive, and I won't be dug in, so we'll just leave that be. The reason I was willing to kind of do that to show you guys is because these units aren't going to matter too much in the grand scheme of things. I can, however, maybe make a little push down here. Let's use the Guards Airborne. The Guards Airborne, I think, work better in defense. But I'm just going to move them down like so, and I'm going to move these down. I might dig this one in, and then we'll move this one here. We can dig that in next turn on the road. But I kind of want to get round these reinforcements and come down this road here. If I can, we'll try. Because if it gets to the edge of the map down here, I might just be able to like sit myself right in the middle and just dig in. And then that would allow me to dismantle these forces and get down on the right side. But honestly, we're just going for the objectives now. Or at least Barled down here. That will end the campaign, I think. Let's carry on to the next turn. Alright, we're under attack. The 13th MG Battalion. Oh. Gives me shivers. But we should be able to do this without actually using any units. In the reinforcements. They do have some aircraft, so they're going to have a lot of MGs, and this map is not ideal. So that's a bit awkward. Let's go ahead and use Sapele. Just going to pop off the label aggregation. I just had to reload this between episodes because it was being funny. But yeah, we'll have Sapele move up, Gvardia. I don't have to worry about line infantry squads really that much. So in the close range engagements, we should win quite easily. But in the long range engagements, we're kind of screwed. I can use like OBs that maybe help with the MGs at range. But ultimately, yeah, it's going to be quite difficult. I'm going to bring in a bunch of these on the left here with a leader. We're going to need lots of leadership to make this work. And I'm also going to bring in a bunch of Gvardia here. And we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, like so. Alright. The plan is to make ground on the right initially into the town. And then we will try and get to these back flags by just house hopping. If I can. I'm also going to need a lot of mortars, so we'll start bringing those in at some point, because those will obviously help us at range. deal with MGs. Using return fire is also going to be pretty important. Yeah, most of these are just going to have machine guns in them. I'm going to unload these here, and we'll just start moving into cover. Sapere should just annihilate these at close range, honestly. Right, what aircraft are we dealing with? Oh, it's the Romanian bombers. That's okay. As long as they aren't hitting my infantry, it doesn't look like it. Okay. Just keep moving these up. Make ground through the town, please. That's good. Alright, I'm going to try and push all the way up on this left-hand side. I don't know if we'll make it, because they can just unload stuff, right? And then further back, and I can't really advance. It's really rough, actually. We can't afford to engage from this kind of range. We got to make sure we close range before we engage, so just got to use cover best I can. I'll bring in, I think, a couple of mortars now. Probably on the right, because the left seems to be doing pretty well with the help of the OBs. The only bad thing is, they have a lot of reinforcement points. I'm going to bring in another OB here to help us push, because I think another machine gun might unload here soon. Which would be really bad, unless it unloads within range, which would be fine, but it hasn't, so OB it is. It's like impossible for them to push into close range anyway, so that's good. I can maybe pin this. The Hotchkiss isn't that good, so we can take care of those. The ZBs, however, they suck. They are... well, they suck because they're good. I'm gonna have one of this Gavadia just run up here. If we can get into these buildings, then we can control that flag quite easily. The OBs are being like super helpful. I'm just hoping they don't get bombed. Which they very well might. I will stop that, let it throw its grenade. I thought this would be like a lot worse than it is turning out to be, so that's good. I really thought that this, especially on this map, would be horrible. If like their availability allowed them to bring in that many MGs, that they just kind of spammed it across the open, and there's just like no way for me to advance, except from slowly killing them with mortars and OBs. Like that would have just been horrible. But thankfully it hasn't really turned out that way. I'm going to move these up, and we'll use it to help kill all of that ZB. Yeah, all these Gavadia are in a good spot now, so that's nice. We're across the open. Have the ZIS-3 move forwards as well. I might need to bring in some extra units on this side. Let's unload those there. Start getting some mortar fire down. The plan with all of these is to just get them into the furthest buildings there on the bottom of the slope. That way I can basically cover against any future reinforcements coming down there. If we are in rifle range, these Cavalier can still do well, so that's good that they are there. It's when they're outside of range that there's a problem, outside of rifle range. Because the DP machine guns on their own aren't that good, but if you've got the Mosins on target, they can help out quite a bit. Right, they are looking to bomb, but I think that's going to miss. Hopefully. Yeah. I don't think they had line of sight, so that was pretty good for us. We're in a bit of a weird spot there because of the ZB. Hopefully we can get into range of that sooner than later. This unit is currently being mown down in the open. That's the other thing that makes fighting against MGs hard. Sometimes it's difficult to see what they're actually firing at. Good, that one will be taken care of. If that one's gone, this one will be hidden again, so I'm just going to have this one purposefully move out of line of sight. A modifier is coming down onto this. Hopefully it doesn't pin my Cavalier at all. All close. Should be a surrender. Yeah, we were within 100 meter range there, but I think because we jumped into the building it didn't work. It's fine, we'll just kill it. Alright, 3 minutes left. Start speeding things up a bit. Great. Nearly there. 20 seconds left. And that's total victory. 10 minutes, 4 seconds. We didn't take any losses after all that. I was actually kind of worried. And they used up their bombers as well, so that's good. Great. Oh, they actually brought in 2 sets of aircraft. I didn't even check. I just thought it was 1, but they brought in 2 sets of aircraft. That's great. That's really good. Ooh, this isn't good. Alright, we're being attacked by the 1st Battalion of the 1st Infantry Regiment. I'm going to have to bring in some of my own aircraft for this one for sure. Let's do probably a fighter unit like this, and then maybe some grounded support attack as well. I don't think we're really going to get attacked in many places, so I'm quite happy to use these at the end turn. I'm going to use these. Yeah, they brought in lots of stuff. I don't know how healthy my rifles are. I don't know if this squad's going to be easy to defend with. Oh, they're very healthy. Okay, that's perfect. So they're going to be reinforced by the 3rd Infantry Division and Tank Destroyer Battalion. I think what we should do is actually charge their spawns and try and finish this early. Because we have 60 points versus their 20 in Phase A. So with some fighter support, I should just be able to like rocket the crap out of anything coming out the spawn and just overrun it. So I'm going to do something crazy. I'm just going to bring in loads of Maxims on each road and just run them forwards and unload. And we'll have AT guns unloaded every furthest forwards position to engage their transports. This left side is going to be a bit awkward. Not sure how I'm going to do that. They might not even deploy anything here, so we'll just use a bunch of Gavardia. Go charge that. We'll bring in Gavardia DP on here. They might drop stuff on this road initially, so we'll deploy that there. We'll also deploy an OB up on the hill. Put one here as well. And I might put one over here. But yeah, the idea being that we just kind of unload these like so. Just on the road. Hopefully the first one's unloading furthest forwards. And I'm going to make sure that all of these have attack move orders forwards, so that we get close enough to the spawn to just spawn snipe. A couple on that side. Alright, so we got a bunch of Maxims there. We'll make sure these spread out a bit. I'm gonna have maybe a few more infantry squads like further back that can push directly for the spawns after the initial stuff unloads. Let's do that. Because I might have to unload some of my initial stuff and then have the rest come in after. Let's launch it, see how this goes. I didn't really leave any points for aircraft. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff on that left road. Okay, push all of these forwards. We can definitely go for the far right one, probably go for that one. Probably go for this one even. These can unload. Go for that point. We already decamped that. Okay, good. I would decap the right one as well, because I unloaded that Maxim all the way forwards. Great. Let's move these across to the left there. This one's now capped as well. Let's just unload these. And everything's going to come in now on this road. So what I got to do is get everything over this direction. And I could probably have some of these start moving over here. Oh, did we get it? We got it. Okay, good. That's victory. No problemo. Cool. 1 minute. Job done. That's so cheesy. Oh, good. It doesn't really affect any of the reinforcement units, but I think... Oh, actually, maybe it will disorganize them. Maybe not. No, just the initial unit. That's fine. Takes away the action points from the others, so that's good. I'm probably going to have this unit down here cut across now to join one of these that can cut through. So we can crack down on all these units. We also need to do the same here. Probably destroy these artillery units to get them out of the way, or at least one of them. Ooh, that's a bunch of reinforcements. That's a lot of Stugs. I think they can bring in reinforcements here, that's what that is. Okay, it's going to make things a bit awkward. I'm glad I brought those tanks down there. Looks like their Stugs are digging in there. Is that all of the attacks for this turn? Might be. Yep. Okay, so first things first. Let's move down here. And goodbye to all those units. We will dig in this one, dig in this one, dig in this one. And unfortunately my AA got bombarded, which is rather annoying actually. We need to bombard this unit, and this AA can move down onto the road. Oh, I was leaving that there to kill that unit, wasn't I? Oops. That's awkward. I could move over one of these instead, maybe. Gonna bombard the one that's not disorganized there. I don't know why this is still bombarded. Oh, it sounded like it moved. I don't know. That's just broken. This unit can zoom down the road. Is that a reinforcement point? Might be. No, it's not. Alright, we can continue down here. These can go a little bit further as well. I think, is it Bakal is one? Yeah, we could head towards Bakal. Let's have this one come round, and that can zoom towards Bakal. Because we're going to, of course, destroy this unit. And we'll carry on down here. There's an artillery unit in our way. I am kind of tempted to have one move to the left side. I don't know if we cut this off, it will cut all of those off. I'm almost tempted to try. I might do it with like one of these leader units. Because that way I can move this one down with the rest. The mechanized corps should probably help deal with this engineer battalion. Or at least block it off for the time being. We'll put that there. Move this round. I'll have a mortar regiment sit with that. And then one can come down here. Actually, I probably should have put these Androshas down with these guys. Androshas are more fun. I can move down this artillery, actually. We could have the artillery constantly pin the 13th. Ooh, could have probably used it on the 27th Provisional Battalion, though. We can pop them in the way. It's fine. Okay, we'll continue to move one of these across. Because we're probably going to move one of these across. Oh, put that a bit close. Can I bombard that? I think I can. So we'll just do that so that I can leave that where it is. We'll make sure we take out one of these artillery pieces. Up here, I don't know if I want to keep pushing out. I might just dig in this unit. Dig in this unit. And then bring the tanks back. Because getting across here is going to be annoying. So there's no point in being there anymore. I'll leave the 80th in position so it can reinforce. I'm going to bombard this unit anyway, I think. Okay. And this unit should probably dig in. Good. Right, these will be disorganized next turn. These will be disorganized in 2 turns. I can probably destroy this unit. Probably be a decent choice just to roll in there and take that out. Okay, let's do this attack. We're going to use both. Actually, no. Let's just bring in this, just in case they bring in both. Okay, they brought in both, and some aircraft. So, I mean, this won't be too difficult because I can just run them down like normal. It's just that they're going to have a little bit of more infantry on the ground. Oh. I attacked with one of my units that barely has any units. Oops. Oopsie. We'll have to use the Visivod and Kanaya from the artillery unit. That's awkward. It's weird doing to them what they try and do to me. Okay, we have a few units, at least, like some Avtos. I should have been aware that this was a bit downtrodden. Avtos will be okay for dealing with like most of their units anyway. I mean, I could even have like PTRS units zoom ahead and try and transport snipe some of their vehicles. It's probably well worth doing since we have the extra points for it. Okay, I'm almost tempted to just launch the battle because I'm not sure where I need stuff yet. I'll probably bring in all of the mortars. Let's do that. I'll bring in a couple on each side. Help deal with anything we bump into. Kinda hoping I can get close enough here. We can pop that. Okay, good. Nice. That was a really good choice to bring those in the end. That's good. Let's mortar that commander. Got to remember that PTRS squads do not hold the front line very well. An IAR. There's a fighter unit. Yeah, it is. Interesting. We'll unload that. Maybe we can take out that Opal Blitz. Very good. The Starkey DP do have PTRDs, so that's what I decided to use there. Just going to unload the Visivod to try and kill the OBS artillery. Hopefully the rest of my units can get past without dying. There we go. Cool. Still making ground over here. That's good. Considering I barely have any troops to do this, we haven't done too badly so far. If I'd attacked, like auto resolved this, we would have just lost because I didn't have any units in this. But if we play it out, then it's a lot different. It's nice. My Kanaya might be able to kill this 105. Oh, there's two of them. Oh, good. Just jumping in and out before they aim. Oh, looks like that got hit. I counter battering my mortars and it hit one of my units there. Wow, there's a lot of them there actually. If I can get these Avtos across, we might be able to use those to kill them instead. Let's unload this and run it through and kill that. I'm a little bit concerned if they bomb this. It might end pretty badly for us, so let's just spread out a little bit. Right in the middle. Those mortars died in the fire. Let's bring over these mortars. Maybe I can get my own back. Well, you don't bring in any artillery against enemy. Or like enemy artillery, like AI artillery. You just don't do it. Because they just snipe you all day long. I'm going to have both my Reserve squads move across. They don't hold the front line, so that's fine. I'm getting some nice kills though with these Avtos. Good. Gonna bring in a bunch of mortars on this right hand side. Maybe we can hit them. Okay, never mind. Total victory, 5 minutes, 57 seconds. I will take it. 26 kills, 8 losses. Good. Considering how precarious that was, that went pretty well. Okay, I might as well kill off this one as well. Let's just do this quick. I think this unit has a few more men left in it, so we should be fine this time. Also, they're not backed up by aircraft. So let's just pop down the good old Strauki and finish them off. Okay, that'll do. Let's get this underway. And I'll bring in the extra afterwards. Start speeding it up. Bring in the Strauki DP. There we go. Really not going to be much in my way this time. That land spawn is really small, actually. Just switching up the orders a little bit. We head towards the spawns. Ooh, I was going to unload, but it didn't end up firing, so we can just run it down. I think it's been targeted elsewhere. Yeah, I'm just going to unload some Strauki and we'll get it off. That poor Strauki is very dead. Yup. They are gonna. Almost captured that spawn. Don't need to, because it's already over. Great, another unit down, and we can move up as freely as possible through the center here. Okay, so I'm probably just gonna have this unit move down. We'll dig that one in next turn. Then the rest of these can just keep moving through. I probably want to keep this. Actually, we've got this one here. So this one can probably just move down. I'll keep the artillery close. I'm going to put this one on the other side of that, and then we can move this forwards. I can use that to bombard any infantry there. That's all of those moved. Let's just double check the left, because we're sprawling out quite a lot here. Got a lot of units surrounded. Just need to make sure there is everything I need done. Yeah, this is all fine. Center-wise, this is fine. We can probably bombard like this unit that's not dug in, because it's most likely to attack, rather than the dug-in one. That's all done. Okay, let's continue down here. So I think we'll have the Guards Rifle Regiments maybe continue to push through, but I should probably start digging in around here, like dig in this unit maybe. And then move up this unit into their face. Like so. And then we can move this one around. And this one just straight up down. Same with these. Straight down. I'm going to bombard that unit if I can. Cool. Keep going around it. Keep the tanks there just to reinforce if possible. I think I'm going to push in here and we're going to try and encircle these small units. Probably want to take out the 3rd Engineer Battalion. They seem to be wanting to push out and reconnect here. So using the Motorized Battalion and the 342nd, that might do the trick. I'm not sure how I'm going to deal with this though. There is the 2nd Recon Cavalry Regiment, which has a lot of like 222s and these R2s, and then it's followed up by Battlegroup Braun, which is Panzer IV Gs and Stug 3s, and they're all 2-star veterancy. And then beyond that, they've got loads of Lasciari. So, I mean, we could maybe have the 52nd Army be the front that holds. And then we have the 748th move behind. I don't want to move this because I want to have at least 2 units of Phase A. Okay, let's move around here. Does that give us a reinforcement point? No. We do have 35 points though, and I'm going to need more units here, I think. We're going to bombard this again. And we're going to probably attack these guys. I definitely need to make sure my AA comes down, because that's been left behind. I need to continue to bombard stuff up here, actually. Let's just do that quick. Bombard that unit. We can bombard... Let's see... that unit, then that unit, then that unit. Okay, we'll just keep them bombarded and encircled so that we can destroy them next turn. Good. Move the AA over. This AA could move in through here, but I'm a little concerned about leaving it in range of any unit, just in case it gets attacked. Moving those down on the right. Okay. Well, unfortunately, guys, it has been my time. Next time around, what I'm going to do is we're going to take out the 3rd Engineer Battalion because they're trying to break out. And then I will probably finish off the movements on the right-hand side and move on to the next turn. We're starting to get through the turns a bit quicker now because there's less battles to fight, and I'm forcing less battles because we've created the salients and encirclements. So, yeah, this should speed up quite a bit. That's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.